Ayan, hello and good evening everyone. How are you doing? Happy Friday! I hope you're having a great start to your weekend. So, we're gonna do... Hala. For tonight, we're gonna do, ano ba? Okay. Nag-drawing si Little Duster ng, ano ba yan? Butterfly, flower, bee, fruit trees, and, what else? Family photo namin. Yan. Ako daw yan, si daddy niya, saka siya. At saka may house doon. Ayun. Alright. What was I saying? We're gonna do Baizhu story quest tonight. And then don't forget to do the Glittering Elixirs web event. If you open your Genshin Impact game and then click on special event, it will direct you to this page. And then, tapos click nyo na lang to and then you'll be directed to either a website or, what do you call this? A website, or if you're playing on mobile and you have your HoYoLab app, you will be redirected to the HoYoLab app. Sayang yon kasi you have plenty of rewards, Mora and Primo Gems. I think that's a total of 100 and 120. So, sayang din yun. Alright, what do? We do our dailies first, and then,
Add Astra Abbott.
do our dailies first, and then we proceed with Baizhu story quest. Hindi ko na siyang makalimutan, may story quest pa nga pala akong gagawin. Also, tomorrow is the, what do you call that? The special program for version 3.7. Ano ba? Yeah, version 3.7. So, if, ano ba? Snapdragon. Ito, may Snapdragon pala dito. Tomorrow is the 3.7 special program. Is it? I notice it. Then. Ay, wala. Okay. Anyway, it's going to be the special program tomorrow. So, expect me to be online at around 7:30 p.m. because the live stream will start, or the special program live stream will start at 8 p.m. So, if you wanna join me, I will be online for watch party. Right. Actually, may hindi pa pala ako nagagawa. Yung Leila and Faruzan Hangouts. Nagawa nyo na ba yung mga mga hangouts? Meron pa akong ay, meron yan sa adventure book, right? Si Hazel pa, yung latest, diba? So, Farozan and Layla. Uy, 6 endings kay Layla. And 5 endings lang kay Farozan. Anyways, I haven't done those. Sayang ang primos. So, we gotta get to it. Gotta get to it one of these days. Ay, ano ba yan? Yung fantasy. Ano ba yan? Okay. Okay. Haba naman ng ano na to. Daily commission. If, I think that's the last part of the ano eh. I think that's the last part of, yung achievement. There's an achievement for that eh. So, I think yung mahabang part na yun will be the last part of the, I forgot what it's called. But yeah. Get water plant. Water plant. For the teapot. Go.
Rest and rebuild. Make yourselves a room. Dissipate.
Ay. Tayo mo naman. Ouch. Okay. Falling down thunder.
Let's move out.
Let's get down to business.
The Temple of Wisdom. Our bond is strong. Lightning terrified.
Wait. Ah! Wait, may electrocharge tayo.
Rest and rebuild.
Wow, famed handguard. Handguard. Famed handguard.
Let's move out.
Kamusta naman? Very... Yes, what is it?
In Minecraft, there's two miners that don't know how to talk English, but if they want to speak that time.
Ah, okay. Ganun talaga yun, ano?
Kasi ganun ang dalawang miners nila.
Kasi ganun talaga, anak. If you can, you can speak, pwede kang gumamit ng sign language.
Yeah. There is three miners again. One knows how to speak English, two cannot.
Okay.
And then Nico doesn't understand the miners that way.
Okay.
Just when I don't understand.
You don't have to shout. If you don't understand something. Right, let's do our commission. There is our... Ayan. Ay, ano ba yan? Right. Done! And then we go for... We spend our... resin. Hello and good evening, Kumesha. Kamusta ang Honkai Star Rail?
Time to go.
Kamusta
Ad
na
Astra
ang daily
Thank you for
grind?
complete-
Marunong pa ba kayong mag-Genshin? Uy, ano na? Malapit na yung ano Oh, 3 days na lang yung reset ng Spiral Abyss. Sweldo na ulit. Kaya, dito ba tayo magpa-farm? Sige, dito na rin. Nakafocus kay Baby Baizhu. Puro nga lang ako puro ascend lang ginagawa ko sa kanila. Kung kayang ipa-level up yung traces, pinapa-level up. Hindi pa ako nagpa-farm ng artifacts. Wala pa akong pakialam sa artifacts. Relics pala, relics. Hindi ko pa pinapakailaman yung relics nila kasi
Let's move out.
Baka masayang yung F. Saka yung Trailblaze Power.
I see everything. Make yourselves at home.
Kasi puro 4-star pa lang yung makukuha ko
Clouds high.
So,
Let's go.
sayang yung resources. Ay, nasa ba?
Covenant of the Deep.
Mukhang need ko din i-build si Danhang. Bakit? Para may 2 DPS? Ganun ba? Ano ba yan? Need ko ng wind. Ano yung kit niya I'm trying to understand more of the character's kit. Si Danhang, kailangan maganda yung pagkakasetup sa kanya. Kailangan nakaslow yung kalaban. Tapos, siya din yung target nung skill. So, kailangan shieldan. Kailangan ma-shield siya ni March 7th, for example. Kailangan siya yung specific target Tapos, ibabuff siya ni Pinyin. Ganon. Para makuha niya yung full buffs niya na part ng kit.
Our bond is strong. Grow. Help! Billowing surge.
Okay. Binabasa ko yung nagbabasa ng kit. Nagbabasa ko ng kit ng nakaraan, yun. Kailangan, malakas it looks like malakas si Danhang, pero dapat tama yung setup mo sa kanya. So, it will take a lot of effort. Hello and good evening to Dennis. Kamusta? Gamitin mo yung sila ko dyan. Yun yung gusto kong yung gusto kong feature. Kasi for example, may parating na bagong banner. At least matatry mo yung character in a real situation. Kasi 'di ba yung mga test run nila, like dito sa Genshin, yung mga test run kasi naka-design para ipakita talaga na malakas yung character. So, yung paghiram mo ng character from your friends or other players. Bawa nakahiram ka ng character from a Giga Whale. Or whatever, 'di ba? At least makikita mo yung synergy niya sa team mo.
I see everything.
So I think that's one of the better
No, I'm not.
Siguro.
Everyone hold hands. Covenant of the Deep. Rest and rebuild. Uphill battle.
Kuya?
Our bond is strong. A brash maneuver.
Oh. Ganun. Kasi gibum pa ako. Pwedeng manghiram. Mukhang may init na naman ng ulo mo. Anyways, yun lang yung gusto ko dun sa mas realistic. Yung sa Honkai Star Rail, when you try other players' characters, mas makikita mo yung synergy sa team mo and malalaman mo na okay, ox pa lang kunin tong character na to, di ba? Ang gastos magpa-ascend sa Honkai Star. Oo nga, ang dami kasi. You have traces, which are talent. Yung path. Yung path ng character mo. Tapos, meron pa silang elemental type. Tapos, yung light tone pa nila. Tapos, may relics na pa nila. So, medyo hassle. Pwede na rin naman to. 250 pa din yung Welkin kanina. Sa Android, 250 eh. Pero sa PC kagabi, 280 siya. Check ko nga dito. Lang. Ano tayo?
Hold the line. Share my knowledge. I'll settle this.
Ay!
Wind strike.
Roll. Yeah. Billowing surge. Dissipate.
Ay. Kaya pa naman daw ng relics pumalag. Ako nga, wala pa akong nilalagay na relics. Teka, check natin dito kung ano itsura ng... Uy. Def. Wow, Def. EM. Wow. Ganda nung substats nun. Pero Def. Okay, let's check now kung anong itsura dito. Shop. 280 na siya. 280 na siya. Pero sa Android, kanina nung nag-check ako, 249 lang eh. So, napansin ko sa Star Rail, madam, pag wala ka ng resin or fuel, wala ka na din gagawin. Kasi hindi siya open world, di ba? Unlike sa Genshin, pwede kang mag-explore. Halimbawa, hindi ka pa nakakapag-kumpleto ng map, pwede ka pa mag-explore. Yan. Sa kasi, sa Star Rail, walang exploration factor. Pero kaya din mas madami kang fuel. Madaming fuel. Madami kang, ang tawag doon? Madami kang trailblaze power at saka mas mabilis siyang mag-recover.
I see everything. The Temple of Wisdom. Stand with me.
Aray ko.
Covenant of the Deep. Let's move out.
Kasi at 6 minutes lang ba yung recovery ng stamina or ng trailblaze power. Buti umabot ako kaninang umaga, sabi ni Dennis. Magano na yan, magsasabay na yan, I think, in the coming days. Kasi hindi pwedeng magkaiba eh. Sa Android, mas mura. Tapos sa PC, tsaka sa App Store, magkaiba. Parang feeling ko, i-align na nila yan in the coming days. Kasi sa official store nila, yung top-up center nila sa website, na eh.
As one with wind and cloud.
Sa kanilang top-up website ay, andun na yung bagong price. So, na. Official na siya. Tunay na siya. Madaming talagang, oo. Oh no, bakit ganyan? Ang dami namang iiwasan nito. Goodness, okay. Roll kaya natin yun hanggang ano, no? Roll natin. Di ba naka-emblem dito? Emblem of Severed Faith. Okay. Like, tingnan natin kung saan to lalagpak. Ay, bakit naka-close yung Freeflex? Ano siya? Gagawin ko kasi yung story quest ni Baizhu. So, para tuloy-tuloy ang ating story. Pwede nga mag-flex isa. Sige. Kahit wag ka na mag-claim. Ay! Ay, wait! Wait lang, wait. I-open ko na lang yung yung friend page mo, Dennis. Kahit di ka na mag-claim. Sino bang i-flex natin dyan? Wait lang! Pag ito. Ay, hindi. Wala na HP. Tama na. Kung ikaw, madam, sa EOSF, ako naman sa DM nakababad. Pwede din ba magpa-flex ng isang character? Sige, dahil malakas kayo sa akin. Si Denny. Asan na si Denny? Asan na? Engineer. Start. Saan ka na? Ito na ka dito. Ano ba? Pinalitan mo ba yung pangalan mo? Sa akin, Raiden, madam. Mr. Ito, Mr. Star. Ay, pamintad. Grabe naman pamintad. Kabe. Gusto ko ng Kabe, hindi ako nakakuha. Okay, tingnan natin si Kabe. Ganda niya. Maganda talaga, hindi pogi. Hindi guwapo. Maganda siya. So pretty. Okay, wait. Skyward Pride. I guess okay sa kanya kasi mataas yung burst cost niya, diba? 80. Tapos, Gilded Dreams. Okay. Parang okay din naman yata. C6! Sure, right. 888. It's pretty good. Ito, 16. So, 30 plus pa din. 20, okay. 15, okay. Pwede pa din. Ay, attack ba siya? Spread. Spread DPS ba siya? Tayo. Hindi bloom. And then, damage bonus. Okay, ER. Very nice. And then, crit rate and crit damage. 67, 115. Maganda yung ratio niya actually. And then, 152. Hindi ko ba nabibitin sa burst? Parang mas kailangan niya ng mas mataas pa. Unless meron kang battery, no?
Not again.
Ito ang tunay na flex for me kasi parang nanonood ako ng mga content creators. Medyo mahirap siyang lumabas. Si Kave. Very nice. Okay. Si Meshach naman ang showcase daw niya ay si Raiden. Online. Raiden Shogun. Di naman, madam, swabe naman yung version. Okay, that's good to know. I guess pag may battery, okay din Para, tawag dyan. Para hindi siya masyadong problemado sa burst. Kung nakikita ko puro candies lumalabas sa kanila, oo, di ba? Parang binabaan yata ng ng Hoyoverse yung yung rate up kay Kave kasi parang mas gusto yata siya ng iba kaysa kay kaysa kay Baizhu. Okay. The Catch, R5, EOSF, C0, 6910. Uy, ang ganda nito! My gosh! Maganda rin, okay? Walang tapon sa substats. Attack. Okay. Maganda din. Electro damage bonus. Okay, maganda din to. Yan, walang tapon yung mga substats. Attack, EM, crit damage. Maganda yung mga substats. 63, 154 with 231 energy recharge. Very, very nice. Ganda ng ang ganda ng crit ratio, ang ganda ng ER. Very nice. Gusto ko yung asan na ba yun? Yung goblet ba yun? Ito yung gusto ko. Super gandang goblet for Raiden. And to think na on-set pa siya. Very nice. Congratulations. Yung Raiden ko, actually, anyway, palit ko na siya ng ulit. Naka-EM build siya ngayon, no? 900 yung EM. Wait lang. 900 yung EM niya. Artifact. Pinang Hyper Bloom eh. Kasi sa Hyper Bloom yung natin eh. Si Sarah. Emblem of Severed. Sarah. Ano bang goblet ko dapat kay Raiden? Sarah. Asan si Sarah? Sarah! Uy! Ano lang? Ay, ito. Naka-attack goblet pala ako kay Mamshi. So, ito yung usual ko na build. Yung, yung EOSF build ko kay Raiden. Talents niya ay 899. Tapos, ayun yung stats niya. 61, 133 with 260 energy. Yan. Sabi ni Dennis, 250 pulls ang inabot ko dyan para masisix. 5 na 5 stars na ang lumagpas bago yan masisix. Grabe, no? Kakaiba yung kakaiba yung rates ni Kave. Parang sabi ni Hoyoverse, mas gusto nyo si Baizhu? Sige. Ay, mas gusto nyo si Kave kaysa kay Baizhu? Sige, bala kayo. Manigas kayo dyan, di kayo makakakuha ng Baizhu. Sarah, please. Lavinia. Wait lang. Ano na tayo? Tawag dyan. Quest na tayo ni Baizhu. Salamat, madam, sabi ni Meshak. Walang anuman. Blancos, evening to all. Kamusta? Halina at magpagamot kay Baizhu. Or, ano ba siya? Doktor ba siya? Pharmacist? Ano ba yan? Sige ba? Uy, si Chichi! Si Chichi! Tulutin natin yan. Go to. Chichi! Ano yan, Chichi? Nandito si Chichi. Sige, madam, GG na muna. Pasok pa later. Sure. Thanks for dropping by, Dennis. Maraming salamat.
What's your name, buddy? Are you here to buy some medicine? Where are your mom and dad?
Are you lost?
No, I'm not. My
Okay.
name's Ayu, and I'm here because...
Hey there, Chi-Chi. Hi, Gray. What's going on?
Hi, Traveler and Paimon.
You've actually come at the perfect time. This little boy seems to have
Okay.
gotten himself lost. I think he must be new to the city. Probably wandered away from his parents and...
No, listen to me. I'm not the one who's lost. It's my dad.
Oh.
Your dad? How does a fully grown man manage to get lost in Liyue Harbor?
Well, my dad's always been kind of forgetful.
Okay.
In the past, he was just a little slow to react sometimes. But I'm worried that it's getting more serious.
So, what about your mom?
She went out a few days ago to gather some herbs for my dad, but she
Oh,
still
no.
hasn't come back. Meanwhile, my dad's been getting worse and
Oh
worse.
no, wala siyang kasama. Wala yung mommy niya, wala yung daddy niya naman nawawala
I
na.
remembered that the owner of Boo Boo Pharmacy always runs a clinic in Chingsa Village during the Lantern Rite. So I thought, why don't I take Dad to Liyue Harbor to see him there?
It must mean Baizhu.
When we got to the city gate, I took a moment to ask the Millith guards for directions to the pharmacy. And then, when I turned back around, my dad was gone.
Oh no.
I asked the Millith guys to go find him, but he said they won't be able to send that many people. So then I figured, maybe I can ask some other people in the city to help.
You came to the right place. We're pros at finding people. Isn't that
Okay.
right, traveler?
Ah, ang cutie traveler. Okay. It will be a piece of paper.
Changshan can help. She has a good sense of smell, like a dog.
Baby Chichi. Ang cute niya nga eh, no? Sabi ni Blancos, meron kaya sila Baizhu na gamot para sa pagmamahal ng bilihin ni Genshin? Wala tayong laban dyan. Taxes na yan, tsaka inflation. Wali na.
Hey, who's talking about me behind my back?
Chengsheng, Chi-Chi meant that as a compliment. There's no need to be upset. Hello, child. You mentioned that you were looking for the owner of Boo Boo Pharmacy. How might we be of service?
You have a talking snake? Oh, are you Uncle Baizhu?
Uncle Baizhu. Tito.
Uncle Baizhu.
Chengsheng, now's not the time. My dear boy, could you tell me more about your father's condition? As much as you can recall.
Yes, Dr. Baizhu.
Now you explain his father's
I
situation.
see. And your family lives near Chingsa Village, you say? I visit patients there frequently, but I don't recall ever seeing you or your parents.
Uh-huh. My mom doesn't like meeting other people, especially
Oh.
during Lantern Rite. She always tells me to just stay at home and keep my dad company.
Is that so? Ayu, by any chance, is your mother's name Jiangli?
Whoa, yeah, it is. Do you know my
Oh,
mom, Dr.
no.
Baizhu?
Parang, ano
I
na.
certainly do. Gui, Chi-Chi, are there any pressing matters in the pharmacy at the moment?
Parang alam ni, ni Baizhu kung anong nangyayari sa, sa parents ni
Ayu's
Ayu.
parents are old acquaintances of mine. So
Ah,
I'd very much
kakilala
like
niya
to
pala.
assist with the search. Would the two of you have time to join me?
Don't forget us two. We already told Ayu that we'd help.
Oh, really? Well, that's wonderful. We are most grateful for your support.
You can count on
Chi-Chi
us.
and I need to clear up the shop front first, but once that's
Hey.
taken care of, we'll be right out to help you with the search.
Family is very important.
Thank you. Then I'll leave you to handle the pharmacy.
Grabe yung itinaas ng Genesis Crystals, buti di ako nabili. Hanggang Welkin lang.
Traveler,
Ayawan na.
Paimon, why don't you come with me and Ayu? Let's
Di rin
start
ako
by talking
usually
to the
nabili
Millelith
dun sa
guards at the city gates.
And even
see
the
if they
Battle
have an
Pass, I don't
update.
purchase anymore. Excuse me. The Heart of Healing. Ay, tingnan nga natin yung sa Battle Pass kung magkano dito. Ay, ano ba yun? 560! Nagdagan ng 60 pesos. Tapos ito 1,110 na. Taxes. I think may nagdag na taxes sa online version. Anyways, sakit na lang sa ulo tatanungin ko sa Boo Boo Pharmacy. Sure ako meron. Ichi.
His family. Oh, we have to find them.
Oh. Ang laki ng dagdag, sabi Fresh. Oo nga. Nakakalurky. Uy! Yun ko lang nakita to ah. Uy, ba't kayo naglalandian dyan? Yung Welkin, saka yung ano. May date silang dalawa ko. Pero sa Android, same pa din. Oo, nung nag-open ako sa phone kaninang umaga, same pa din. Tapos yung 500 mo to Welkin na yun, ngayon hindi na. Kunin natin sa kanila yung mga white tassel nila na ano na
We
weapon.
searched to the north, but couldn't find anyone who matched the description.
Well, that complicates things. The city folks say there's no sign of him either. We need to start looking further afield. But where are we gonna get the people?
Excuse me, sirs. Have you found out anything about my dad yet?
Ah, hey there, buddy. Dr. Baizhu. What brings you out this way?
The boy asked for our help, so we're here to join the search. Any new developments to update us on?
Oh, thank goodness. We were just discussing how we're running out of manpower.
Oh no.
As for updates, I'm sorry to say,
Hindi nila nakita
we
ang
searched the
daddy
surrounding
ni
area
ano,
thoroughly,
ni
but
Ayu.
didn't find anything.
The guards at the crossing up ahead said they hadn't seen anyone either, so we don't believe he was heading towards the Guili Plains. But it is possible that he was bound for Luhua Pool.
Luhua Pool? The terrain there can be tricky to navigate. Let's hope he hasn't run into any trouble.
We'll take that area.
You will? Oh, great. We can't thank you enough.
Sorry we weren't able to find...
That's okay. Thank you for trying.
Ang mature, parang ang mature naman ni Ayu. 280 na din madam sa Android ang Welkin. Yung 499 na Genesis Crystals ngayon, 5.5k. Wala akong idea. Ang alam ko lang ito. This one, ito lang alam ko. Parang ito dati, ano to? 60? Ay, 50 pesos. Tapos ito, ilan to? 300. Tapos 750. Ganon. Hindi ako familiar dun sa presyo nito eh. Hindi kasi, never kasi akong bumili niya. So, hindi ko alam. Halos lahat po yan kasi madam may 99 sa huli. Sa true. Okay, wait. Let's go to the Luhua Pool. Also, tanggalin natin yung marker dyan. Hindi ko na yan kailangan. Hindi na ako nangingisda. For the catch. Nanganganib yung skin? Meron ba?
Dad! Dad, can you hear me?
Ayun, ikaw ba yan?
There's somebody over there!
Buti na lang nakapagtabi ako ng Genesis Crystals from Welkin.
Hey, you! Stop! Don't go any further!
Hala. Ano ba yun? Baka naman stranger lang to.
Watch where you're going!
Oops! Putang!
Oh, dear customer, Wangsheng Funeral Parlor does appreciate your patronage, but you needn't hasten the inevitable. Are you all right? Huh?
It's Putang! I wasn't expecting this.
Dad!
Ayun, anong nangyari sa kanyang daddy?
My, who do we have here? It's the Traveler in Paimon. And, my worst nightmare.
I see she still hasn't warmed to you.
Thank you, Director Who, for saving this man.
Dad, are you okay? Do you recognize me? It's me, Ayu.
You're... Are you?
Oh no! May amnesia ba yung
Oh
daddy niya?
my.
Okay. Mababawasan ng ilang months yung pagbili ko ng Welk, hindi na kasi siya blessing. Instead na monthly, na lang. Every 45 days, iipunin mo muna yung 30.
Your name is Jia Liang, and you live just west
Jia
of Qingsu
Liang.
Village. You were supposed to come to Liyue Harbor to see the doctor. Remember? Does that jog your memory?
Oh, my name is Jia Liang. Liyue Harbor. See the doctor? Yes, I'm Jia Liang.
Uh-oh.
Oh
He
no.
seems in really
Ano
bad
nangyari sa
shape.
kanya?
We need to get him back to Boo Boo Pharmacy right away. Sorry, Hu Tao. Gotta dash. Dinner's on us next time.
Hold on a second. You're not seriously thinking of taking him to Boo Boo Pharmacy in this state, are you?
Why?
Why not? What's the problem?
Come on, Baizhu. Don't tell me you haven't noticed it. Didn't your master teach you how to spot the signs? Why do I get the sense that you spotted them right away, but you're planning to use it for your own ends?
Di sila magkasundo talaga.
Use what? What are you talking about? Paimon's lost.
There are traces of god remains in Jia
God
Liang's system.
remains! Oh my gosh, wait lang. Pupo tayo ng maayos. Nasa likod ko.
Oh, yes,
God
but
remains.
more importantly, they're on the verge of an outburst. If that happens, the consequences will be unthinkable.
Paimon, sorry. What?
God remains?
There's no need to worry, Director Who. I have methods of keeping them at bay. It is the sworn duty of all who practice medicine to cure illnesses and save lives. What reason would I have to neglect a patient in need who is right there in front of me?
Pero paano nakakuha ng God remains si Jia Liang?
Besides, it was my late master's dying wish to be able to save this patient in particular. Perhaps out of respect for him, you could give me a day's grace so that I have time to treat him?
Now you're bringing my great uncle into this? Baizhu, just what are you planning this time?
Merely to cure this man, nothing more. But of course, if you have any doubt as to my intentions, you are more than welcome to accompany me to Boo Boo Pharmacy and monitor my activities.
Oh, really? I thought I was persona non grata at Boo Boo Pharmacy. You're being unusually generous today.
We won't let things get out of hand.
Okay, deal. We're not gonna solve anything by keeping Jia Liang here. I'm happy to do it your way, but only for my great uncle's sake and the travelers, of course.
You must be pleased you brought the traveler along. Otherwise, this would have been a much more vexing ordeal.
Well, time is of the essence. Let's get ourselves back to Boo Boo Pharmacy at once.
Okay, let's go back to Boo Boo Park.
Blockages within the cardiovascular system, reduced blood flow and energy circulation? I see. I suppose this must have caused the cognitive abnormalities.
Dr. Baizhu, how bad is it? Can you cure him?
Don't you worry. Baizhu's a really great doctor. He's sure to find a way. Isn't that right, Baizhu?
Ayu, do you know when your father first started displaying these symptoms?
I'm not sure.
For as long as I
He's
can
been
remember.
like this for as long as I can remember. But it wasn't as bad as this when I was still little.
So it's been a long time indeed.
Is it a grim prognosis?
No. I have a treatment plan in mind. We can start tonight. Come and see me again tomorrow
Okay.
morning. I promise that by then, Ayu will find his father healthy and lucid again.
Okay.
Thank you, Dr. Baizhu. Thank you so much.
If
Pero
you
matagal na
still
yung
have any
condition ng daddy
misgivings,
niya.
Director Who, please feel
Saan niya
free to
yun
hang around
nakuha?
for as long as you wish.
Sabi ni Blancos, wala ka ng blessing kaya gusto na lang niya. Hindi niya nang gamot from Dr. Baizhu. Sana magamot ni Baizhu ang
However,
ating Welkin
it
problem.
would be best if you step outside this room. A doctor must be able to focus when treating a patient. Any distractions heighten the risk of complications.
Yes, of course, absolutely. I'll just go and look at the flowers or something. But I will be back in an instant at the first sign that something's amiss.
See you tomorrow,
Hello and good
Baizhu
evening
and
to
Chang-Chang.
Stats King. How are you doing?
Bye for now, everyone.
Ito yung ano, di ba? Yung room na
Are you
nandun si
ready,
Xiao.
Baizhu?
Ready as I'll ever be. I'm used to it by now. Come on, let's get started.
Okay, anong gagawin ni Baizhu? Hi.
All's well that ends well, huh? You know, Paimon's kind of curious after hearing Baizhu mention those people from his past. What do you think they were like?
Baizhu's master?
Yeah, you must be curious too, right? Let's go see what we can find out while Baizhu's busy treating Ayu's dad.
Good tell. Hi, anyway.
While I'm idling time on admiring the scenery, the spectacled snake-bedecked docs doing surgery. Hello, you busy bees, and what do you have to discuss with the funeral director today? Actually, don't tell me. Let me guess. From the looks on your faces, you've got some questions for me.
Guilty as charged.
Yeah, Baizhu's master.
We were just a little curious about Baizhu's master. Oh, and also, how come you and Baizhu could tell so quickly that Jia Liang had god remains in his system?
Huh? I thought I told you once before. Wangsheng Funeral Parlor was first founded to fight back against the vengeful wrath of gods defeated in war.
Oh, that vaguely rings a bell, but the details are hazy.
Well, it is a dusty old tale by this point. Long story short, in the ancient world, dead gods were acting up, so our ancestors started purifying the air and burning the bodies of the deceased to guard the border between life and death.
Okay?
These days, we don't deal with the wrath of the gods anymore, but all the relevant know-how is still passed down to each generation, so we can identify gods' remains when we see them.
Okay, Paimon gets it now. Wait, so how did Baizhu learn to spot them?
Almost certainly from his master, who
Great
was also my
uncle.
great-uncle. Baizhu's
Okay.
master was my grandpa's younger brother, a former deputy director of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor.
Ah.
Wow, fancy that! Huh. So, if he was from Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, how did he end up as Baizhu's master?
According to my grandpa, he and my great-uncle once
Chen
went
Yu
traveling
Vale.
together when they were young. They ended up at Chen Yu Vale, where they met a pharmacist.
Ma-explore kaya natin yung area na yan in the future, hopefully, right?
That pharmacist must have cast some sort of spell on my great-uncle. Because
Ooh.
after that encounter, he suddenly announced he wanted to leave the family business and go practice medicine instead. My grandpa had a huge argument with him, but he couldn't convince him to stay.
Okay.
So my grandpa inherited the funeral parlor, while my great-uncle stayed in Chen Yu Vale to practice medicine. They never spoke to each other again.
Oh no.
Funeral director to doctor is a pretty big career change. Kinda hard to imagine. But why did it drive a wedge between them for the rest of their lives?
If he had just become a regular doctor, there
Possible
would have
that
been no
sana
issue.
soon bawas
After all, the
bagot.
Wangsheng
New
Funeral
area.
Parlor wasn't
Hopefully,
unlike a
no.
regular
Yung ano
doctor's
pa,
clinic
yung,
in the early days.
there's this tea village on, sa Liyue din. Xiaoying, something village that's popular now for tea. So maybe we can explore that Chenyu Vale and Xiaoying village in the future. Okay.
But according to my grandpa, the pharmacist they met had a very ominous aura about him.
Ominous aura.
And on top of that, the kind of medicine practiced in the Chenyu Vale tradition goes against the natural order of things.
Against the natural order.
Don't know. My grandpa didn't know the specifics. And you've seen how wary Baizhu is around me. He'd never tell me anything. But even that says to me that he definitely has something to hide. One thing I do know about Baizhu is that he's obsessed with the idea of immortality. But whether that has anything to do with what he's hiding is hard to say.
Ano yan, very opposite of what, di ba, what Hu Tao does, which is to lead the dead spirits into the afterlife. So, yeah. Counter siya sa ano ni
I will be sticking around here for now to
Hu
keep a
Tao.
close eye on the situation. Maybe tomorrow I'll finally figure out what he's up to.
Hey.
After all that, it seems like
Wait
we have
till
more
the next
questions than answers. Never mind. We'll just have to ask Baizhu himself about all of this tomorrow.
Wait. Oh, wait, oh, there's Chi-Chi. Hi, Chi-Chi.
Zhongli? Master? Dr. Baizhu has never mentioned them before, but more importantly, is who gone yet?
You know who? Si Hu Tao.
I need to find a better hiding place.
Oh no. Hi. Tomorrow, let's go back tomorrow. Natago si Chi-Chi kay Baizhu. Ay, ano ba? 6 a.m. yata. Magkaiba sila ni Nahida. Ay, sa ano ba? Yung Japanese VA ba? Pareha sila ng ng seiyuu. Ay, 8 o'clock pala. Ano kasi?
It's a new
Talk to
day.
Baizhu.
Let's go back to Boo Boo Pharmacy and check out how Jialiang is doing.
Okay. Same VA si Chi-Chi and Nahida sa Japanese. Oh. Baizhu. Baizhu? Bakit? Baizhu. Nasa harap ba siya? Nasa loob ng pharmacy. Okay.
Dad!
Pwede mo siya?
Dad, you remember me!
Yes, I remember now. I'm so sorry. You must have been worried sick. Has your mom shown up yet?
Don't worry, Dad. I got the Adventurers Guild to help us look for
Dr.
her.
Baiju's
And
gonna
Dr.
help.
Baizhu's gonna help too. Right now, all you need to do is concentrate on getting better.
Great. That's wonderful. I can't thank you enough, Dr. Baizhu.
My pleasure, really. It's the least I can do to honor my late master's dying wish. If anything, I should be apologizing to you for not making the time to visit in all these years.
Bakit yun ang wish ng kanyang dying master?
Not at all, Dr. Baizhu. It's only because Jiangli... What was her reason again?
You're still in the early stages of recovery, so you'll need to take it easy for a while. Take it slowly and try not to overexert yourself.
I suggest you stay at Boo Boo Pharmacy and rest For at least the next few days.
Ang liit sa labas pero pagpasok sa loob ang lawak, parang bahay ni Alinita. Oo nga eh.
Director Hu, do you have any further reservations about Jia Liang's condition?
It seems like the evil presence is gone after all. You really did manage to suppress it, huh? But how did you accomplish this in a single night?
That would be a trade secret, I'm afraid. If that gives you any cause for concern, you may continue to monitor Jia Liang for as long as you wish. Though I regret to say that Boo Pharmacy cannot offer to reimburse Wangsheng Funeral Parlor for any revenue lost in the meantime.
Oh, come on, Baizhu. I'm not that unreasonable.
Uy, anong nangyayari sa kanya?
I've been stuck indoors for too long. Baizhu, take me outside for some air, or I'm going to suffocate.
Yes, of course. Everyone, please excuse Changsheng and myself for a moment.
Okay. Ano ba? Wala, ayan na.
Suffering now, are we? Did you seriously expect to cover it up just by putting on a brave face and ignoring it? If it weren't for my quick thinking, they'd have all seen the sorry state you're in by now. But in any case, why must you keep this a secret from everybody? You should at least share your secret with one person you trust.
Who's there?
It's me.
Why did you follow us here? Oh, it's nothing. I just needed to get some air.
What did I just say about putting on a brave face? Traveler, Paimon, the truth is, Baizhu did not cure Jialiang's illness. Instead, he transferred some of his own life force to his patient to temporarily subdue the poison in his system.
Lahat ng tao ganun ang ginagawa niya?
Baizhu, can you please explain all of this?
My predecessors in medicine forged a contract with Changsheng. Every successor to this contract is able to use Changsheng's secret art to treat patients.
Secret art? So siya talaga yun ang gagamot?
I believe the irregularities with Jia Liang's heart meridian were likely caused by a poison concocted using god remains as a key ingredient. The poison has not been purged from Jia Liang's system. Rather, I infused him with some of my own life force, using Changsheng as the delivery medium.
Wait,
This
so
will
kinagat
suppress
siya ni
the poison's effects
Changsheng?
for a limited time.
Well, ano di ba siya? So, para siyang like a familiar, di ba? Ni Baizhu. So, I guess, magka-connect yung life force nila and Changsheng can transfer some of Baiju's life force by biting someone? Ganun ba yun?
Changsheng? You can do that? Huh. Paimon always thought you were just Baiju's strange choice of a necklace.
Oh, hello, Anton. Yes, spoiler alert.
Hey, I'll have you know that I commanded the respect of even the Adepti back in Chenyu Vale. If anything, he is my mannequin. I was treating patients with Baiju's master's master long before he ever set eyes on his first medical text.
Gano'n nakatanda si Changsheng.
Whoa. Guess you shouldn't judge a snake by its skin.
Please, that's enough.
Hello. Are you sure?
Wait
Oh
a
my
sec.
God.
Huto was saying that the branch of medicine you studied uses some pretty dubious methods. So, when you transfer your life force, does that mean
Obviously,
you're actually
Paimon, hello,
managing your
life
own
force
body?
na eh.
Hardly. Changsheng helps to keep my chi in balance, so there
There's
is
no
no great harm done.
So may harm pa din, not great lang. Not great harm, but it's still harm.
Still, Baiju's life force is not unlimited. We must find a way to neutralize the poison in Jialiang's body. And soon. Traveler, Paimon, would you lend this dummy a hand? He needs someone checking up on him, or he'll exhaust himself trying to accomplish everything on his own.
Go on, Baizhu.
Baizhu, don't you think you should seize this opportunity? You cannot expect to hide this from everyone for your entire life. Time will see that all secrets surface eventually.
Entire life. Thank you, Traveler and Paimon.
Paimon doesn't
Okay.
think we've seen this side of you. But
So
there's
what
no
are the
need
next
to say
steps?
yes. You've helped us out before.
The poison in Jialiang's system must have accumulated over a prolonged period. I think
Visit
I
to
should
their
pay
family
a visit to
home,
their
okay.
family home.
Anong
and look
klaseng
for
ahas kaya si
clues as to how he might have been
Chang-Chang?
exposed to it.
Ano siguro siya, parang same power of Adepti, parang gano'n. Kasi nire-respeto daw siya ng mga Adepti before eh. So, I guess, at the very least, they must be equals, right?
Yes, I asked Ayu this morning before you arrived. He told me that his family lives in a
West of
secluded
Qingsa
spot to the
Village.
west of Qingsa Village. Let's
Okay.
head there together once I've asked Gui and Chi-Chi to look after the pharmacy. As well as investigating Jia Liang's exposure to the poison, we should also keep
fellow
an eye out for
disciple.
Ayu's missing mother, my fellow disciple Jiang Li.
Disciple meaning same master ni ano? Hi, Chichi.
She's finally gone. She's gone for good now, right?
Ano ba si Hutaw? Nasa ano ba siya? Nasa... Uy, si Jialiang tsaka si Ayu. Ah, ayun si Hutaw.
Your mother's been missing for days now. But here I am, sitting here and doing nothing.
Don't think about that, Dad. Just concentrate on getting better. It's been years since we were last able to talk to each other like this.
So it has. In the blink of an eye, you're already so grown up.
Wait lang. Palitan natin ng ano. Lagay natin si Traveler. Para...
Just what will we come across this time?
si Traveler gamitin natin. Wait, kausapin natin si ano. How?
Fancy running into you guys at a place like this. What are the chances?
What are you doing?
Nothing. I was just battling against some writer's block, so I took a stroll to see if I could get my niece back. Yep.
Stealthy as a
it's
snake, she
working.
can hear them coming.
Stealthy as a snake, she can hear them coming, plants a little bait, and they all come running.
Still worried about Baiju's outfit?
You'd better not snitch on me, okay?
Okay. Binabantayan niya pa rin si Baizhu. Alright, let's go to the west of Qingsa Village. Thunders na pala si Changsheng. Dami niya na natuklaw. Saan to? Sa baba? Ah. Near the river. Oh, this is their house. Andito ba to before? I'm not sure if nandito... Kung nandito na to dati. Or nilagay lang nila to dito dahil may event.
Whoa! There's a house all the way out here? Huh. It's so well hidden, Paimon's never noticed it before.
Nor have I. And I've hosted clinics at Qingsa Village many times in the past. If you ask me, Jiangli was trying to remain unnoticed.
Oh, that reminds Paimon.
Ay.
We meant to ask earlier, but it slipped our minds in the rush to get here. Could you tell us
Kaya
more
ano siya,
about
same
Jiangli?
ano sila?
You said she was
Kumbaga,
your fellow disciple, right?
classmates ba sila ni Baizhu?
She was indeed. We studied medicine together under the same
Ayun,
master near
okay.
Chenyu Vale. She is several years older than I and also began her travels far earlier than me. As a result, the time I spent studying alongside her was rather short.
Okay.
Supposedly, she met an herb gatherer sometime during her travels and decided to settle down with
Okay.
him. That must have been Jialiang. Wait, Changxiang, are you saying neither of you had actually met Jialiang or Ayu before all of this?
Jiangli did occasionally come back to Chenyu Vale to see our
She
master,
hardly ever
but
talked
for
about
whatever
her
reason, she
family.
hardly ever talked about her family. The last time she visited us, she and Master had some sort of quarrel. We never heard from her after that. It almost seemed as if she'd gone into hiding.
Quarrel?
Okay.
What happened? I don't know. I did not witness the argument myself.
Nor did Master ever explain it to me. All
I
he
should do
would
everything
say
in my
is
power
that
to help
should I
them.
ever encounter Jiangli or her family in the future,
Oh.
I should do everything in my power to help them.
Oh, so that's why you went to such extreme lengths to help Jialiang.
No. Even if my master had never said anything, it would still be my duty as a doctor to help him. My decision would have remained the same.
Paimon never knew you were so selfless, Baizhu. Paimon always had you down as the sneaky, scheming type. Sorry.
So a few words from me is enough to dispel
You
all
ought not
your
to be so
suspicions?
quick to relax your guard.
You ought not be quite so quick to relax your guard, Paimon. Sometimes even the good guys have their own private agenda.
That's true.
What the? Okay, that was the most suspicious sounding thing you've ever said.
Let's leave the idle chatter there for now.
Hey.
Jiangli has lived in this house for many years. There must be something here that can shed a little light on this whole situation.
See.
Let's split up. But if anyone finds anything, we'll examine it together.
Hey. Woohoo. Look for area. Observe wooden pillar. Observe Ayu's height as he grew up. The more quickly Ayu grows up, the sooner can leave. Oh, why? Great power and precision have begun to rot. It must have been a long while since any new wood was added. Ibig sabihin, matagal na silang wala dito. Wait. Some roof tiles broke. Mom and I tried to get up and take a look, but we didn't manage. Luckily, Dad was able to fix it in time. Dinner table was a bit wobbly. Dad tried to fix it, but ended up breaking one of the legs. Dad's forgetting things again. I have to write it all down for now and read it back in his...
Traveler, Paimon, come quick!
Bakit?
What is this?
Changsheng and I found a hidden compartment. This is what was hidden inside.
God remains?
You sense it too? You're right. This is a poison concocted using god remains. Is it breathing? Paimon's not seeing things, is she?
No, your eyes do not deceive you. I do believe the poison in this bottle is alive.
Alive.
Some toxins act a lot like living organisms. I read about this once in the Origins and Symptoms of Diseases. This ancient class of poisons consists of mother and minor loads, capable of sustaining a connection over vast distances. If it's a concoction of this kind we're dealing with, Then both the poison in Jialiang's system and this one here are likely minor loads. Offshoots, essentially.
Offshoots?
Kailangan mahanap
So,
natin yung
the main
mother.
body is somewhere else?
Correct. Whoever is administering the poison can manipulate the source
Mother.
to indirectly control the poisoned individual's behavior and even cognition. Similarly, the poisoned individual will hear, to a varying extent, the call of the source.
The call of the...
Oh,
Wait.
maybe that
So
explains where he
back
was
when
heading.
Jialiang ran off, maybe that explains where he was heading.
Only one thing could have been drawing him there.
The source of the
The
god
source of
remains.
the god remains used as the poison's key ingredient, the mother lode.
This is getting crazier and crazier. What kind of person would do all this just to poison Jialiang?
Ano yung goal?
Hey, why has everyone gone quiet all of a sudden?
Since this poison was carefully hidden away in a secret compartment,
President of the house,
the one
aka
who
si...
concocted it is likely a resident of the house.
You mean Jialiang?
Yung
Why
asawa
did he
niya.
poison himself?
Think a little harder, Paimon. Someone else who lives here, and who might have expertise in crafting drugs.
Huh? So you're saying...
Anong
It was
purpose?
Jiang Li? Wait, but that doesn't make any sense either. Why would she poison her own husband?
I agree. It makes little sense. Jiangli does not strike me as the kind of person who would do such a thing.
May goal
Look
siya.
at
Ano
the
yung goal?
facts, though. How many people in the entirety of Liyue have the ability to concoct a poison from god remains?
It's too early to draw any conclusions.
Hey.
We should question Jia Liang about it once he has made more progress in his recovery. Yes. According to the origins and symptoms of
If the
diseases,
mother lode is
the minor
purged.
lodes will disappear if the mother lode is purged. So if we can find and destroy the source of these
Okay,
god
let's
remains,
go.
the poison will leave Jia Liang's system without the need for any further treatment. Do you know anything about god remains in Qingsa village?
Nothing concrete.
Even the history books have no record of this. The only ones who'll know
Old
anything
fogies.
are those old fogies who have been hanging around here since the beginning of time.
Didn't you used to be on good terms with the Adepti, though? You sure they didn't tell you anything about this?
Well,
Changsheng's
Okay.
memories and powers are not what they were in her prime. These days, she has to enter a contract with a mortal and share their life force just to sustain her own life. I fear that such
Oh.
ancient events are long gone from her memory by now.
Enter a contract with the mortal. So, currently ang contract niya ay na kay Baizhu?
Whoa. What? Enter a contract? Share life force? Sounds like some pretty spooky sorcery if you ask Paimon.
hey, plenty of people would jump at the chance to join forces with a powerful being like me. With my assistance in rebalancing your chi, not only can you extend your lifespan, but you will also be stronger, healthier, and able to eat whatever you like with no risk of upsetting your stomach.
Pero nagkakasakit si Baizhu.
Stronger and healthier? Wow, that's amazing! Baizhu, maybe when you retire, you can let Paimon sign a contract with Changsheng for a few days.
Unfortunately, Changsheng's
Strict
contract has
requirements.
strict requirements regarding the host's temperament. None of her hosts have ever been exempted from these rules. I fear that I will be unable to accommodate your wishes, Paimon.
Temperament? Hey, what are you trying to say?
Baizhu has a weak constitution, and didn't his master pass away at an early
Ugh, Paimon's mad! You're getting ugly nicknames, both of you! Baizhu, you're Mannequin Man! Changsheng, you're just a pain in the neck!
This is exactly why your natural temperament makes you woefully unsuited to being my host.
All right, everybody, calm down. Back to the matter at hand. Is there any
Aye.
way at all for us to seek counsel from the Adepti about this?
With how antisocial they
I
are,
do have someone
if
that
it
I
were
can...
up to them, they'd go their whole lives without showing their faces to the common folk.
What?
Seems you're as well connected as they say, traveler.
Oh. If you're talking about who Paimon thinks you're talking about,
Cloud
you better
retainer?
do the honors.
Ah, si Xiao. Oh my gosh, how are you there? Ayun na siya.
You called?
Ang daming characters dito sa story quest na to, ah. Baizhu, Chi-Chi, Hu Tao, and now Xiao. Kala ko bibingka or puto, mukhang foods. Alin? Ah, yung katabi ng ng poison.
Gets Paimon every time. Are all Adepti in the habit of materializing out of thin air like this?
Well, this is unexpected.
Huh? It's you.
Baizhu
you.
of Bubu Pharmacy. I do believe I've had the pleasure before.
Ay, oo, di ba? Ginamot, yung yung sa video, yung nakita ni Chi-Chi, si Xiao, and Baizhu, gave him some medicine, si
The Lantern Rite, when we met briefly, I was unaware of your true identity. I must apologize for the discourtesy.
Huh? You two already know each other?
Our paths have crossed once before. I sense the presence of evil spirits. Is this why you called me?
Let me explain. Yung nagkaroon ng meme na maskuladong Chi-Chi, nagbitbit si Xiao. Oo, kasi sabi ni Chi-Chi, di ba, I carried you. Carried you here on my back, sabi niya kay Xiao. Okay, tell Xiao everything that has happened.
So someone has been concocting demonic poison. Too often, fervent desires drive mortals to abandon all regard for their
Hello
own
to
safety.
Johnny. Live
is
Vites,
lamentable.
yes.
I now know what you seek. It is true that a god's remains are buried beneath the foundations of Chinksa village.
God's remains are buried beneath the foundations of the
A
village.
vile monster known as the Chi once wrought havoc over this land, before it was subdued by Rex Lapis.
Nagbabalik ako, madam. Oo nga, kamusta ka na?
The land was finally cleansed of poison when Rex Lapis used statues in his likeness to seal the serpent's remains. Chinksa village was founded some time after that. The seal is still mostly intact. If the Chi is the source, then it must be some of its blood leaking from deep underground. However, its aura is faint and barely detectable. You will need to investigate further to identify the location of the leak. I do not like to intervene against mortals unless absolutely necessary. But when demonic forces are involved, things can spiral out of control. If that happens, be sure to call my name again.
Thank you, Xiao.
Hmm?
Ay, nako. Suspicious si Xiao kay Changsheng, huh?
Nothing. I do not wish to sway decisions that are mortals to make, but immortality may not be the blessing that you imagine it to be.
Xiao would know. He's been living long enough and yeah, siya na lang yung nabubuhay sa kanilang
I shall
yakshas.
treasure your words of instruction, Master Adeptus.
Farewell.
What a strange Adeptus.
Anyway, I got
different than the way
Shanhe,
I
Ganyu, and
remember
Miss
them.
Glitter ni Ayaya. Uy, congrats naman kay Johnny.
That's Xiao for ya! And thanks to him, we finally got some concrete info to go off of.
If the god remains are leaking from underground, Jiangli
Jiangli
must
must
be
be-
paying a visit to a subterranean cave on her herb-gathering trips. If we can find the cave...
Master, there's a problem.
Gui? Did you run all the way from Boo Pharmacy?
What happened? Don't panic. Just catch your breath
Si
and tell me
ano,
everything.
It's Jiaoliang.
Jiaoliang, nagbabalik ang
He was fine one minute, and then he suddenly took a turn for the worse.
Already? How? Based on past experience, He should have been fine for the next 3 days at least.
It seems that my worst fears have been confirmed. Everyone, back to Boo Boo Pharmacy now.
Worst fears have been confirmed. Hello to John. Wait, ikaw ba to? John Michael Goomba? Welcome to Duster Gaming. Welcome back, I should say. Ito ba yung sinasabi ni Blancos kanina na ano? Na mukhang bibingka? Mukhang ano siya, ingredient ng potion or poison. Alright, let's go back to Boo Boo Pharmacy. Mukhang foods na nakabalot. Parang kakanin. Anong nangyari kay Jiangli? Or kay Jialia? Ano ba?
Dad,
Jialia?
what's wrong? Dad?
Jialiang. Si Jiangli pala yung girl.
Don't be scared. Dr. Baizhu will be back soon.
How is he doing?
Ako, mukhang tinatawag na siya nung mother load ng poison. Hindi ko na alam paano mag-Genshin dahil sa Honkai Star.
Dr. Baizhu, you're back! My dad was doing fine earlier, but then he suddenly started coughing up blood.
Oh no,
Now he can't even get a full word out anymore.
What
When
happened?
Gui left, he was still conscious. But now...
Nag-enjoy ba kayo sa Honkai Star Rail?
Gui, please take Jialiang to the back room and prepare for treatment.
Yes, of
Prepare
course.
for treatment again? Oh my gosh. Anong gagawin ni Baizhu?
Don't worry, Ayu. I will cure your father.
Yun na naman.
Baizhu's not gonna use
Wow.
Changsheng's secret art again. Is there really no other way to save Jialiang?
Oh, please don't worry. Dr. Baizhu will find a way.
But...
Okay. Putao is still here.
Fancy running into you guys at a place like that. Nothing. I was...
Okay.
You'd better not snitch on me, okay?
Okay. Wait lang. Balikan natin doon. Wait. Andun pa ba yung bahay? Mawawala ba yun? Or after the quest, mag-ano ba yan? Mag-disappear ba yung bahay ni Ayu? Grabe, madam, tinapos ko yan ng isang bugsuan. Matagal ba to? Doon pa yata yung bahay, may icon pa eh. Kailangan babalikan natin to ng Kailangan balikan natin to ng yung tapos na yun natin. Yung tapos na natin yung story ko. Ayan, nandito pa nga. Ano yung Ano yung poison? Kinuha na natin. Andun pa din yung mukhang foods. Kailangan balikan natin to after nung quest. Para tingnan natin kung nilagay lang siya doon or what. Balik na tayo sa sa tawag dyan. Paganahin na ulit natin ang ating mahiwagang fellow. 8 o'clock. Okay. Talk to Ayu and the other. Okay. Ano na nangyari? Nagamot na ba? Diyan pa rin ba si Hutaw?
How are you feeling, Dad? Are you still hurting anywhere?
Much better, Ayu. I'm feeling much better. In fact,
Even better than usual.
I can't explain
Kung
it,
anong
but
ginawa ni
somehow I feel
Baizhu.
even better than usual. Wait, where's Dr. Baizhu? I still haven't had a chance to thank him. Seems he moved me here before I came to.
Master said he needed to take a quick rest and asked me to bring you out of the treatment room. He
Oh,
hasn't
no.
emerged yet, so he must still be resting.
Oh, really? Well, he must be tired from treating me for 2 nights in a row. I don't know how I can begin to repay him for saving my life.
Nasaan na nga ba si Jiang Li?
Speaking of which,
Nandun siya
has
sa
there
ano,
been
sa
any word of her
source.
whereabouts yet?
Sa source ng
No,
poison.
the
Nung,
Adventurers
ano
Guild
yun, nung
hasn't
god.
gotten back to me yet. I'll go check with them again in a bit.
I'll come with...
Don't forget what
No.
Master said. You're still not out of the woods yet, Jialiang. I strongly suggest that you stay and rest at Boo Boo Pharmacy for now.
I suppose you're right. Though, on
Okay.
the bright side, this means I can thank Dr. Baizhu in person once he's finished resting.
Yes.
Traveler, Baizhu hasn't shown his face ever since he went in to
Bakit
treat
yung
Xiaoliang
face?
again. Do you think he...
Yung face, bakit mukhang pake? Ano? Face, it looks like when you spell
Ah! Kasi di ba dalawa yung sound ng C? Isang parang S, at isang parang A. So that's face.
Bakit pake?
Dalawa nga yung sound ng C, di ba? Isang sounds like S, tsaka sounds like A. So yung sa face, yung sounds like S. Paano ka nag-farm ng artifact ni Ganyu, madam? Passively, yung Wanderer's Troop, while fighting bosses, and, yeah. Doon ko lang siya nakuha.
Huh? Hey, wait up!
Ang laki, oo nga, yung bilis eh. Ano nangyari kay Baizhu? Naubusan na siya ng energy.
You're finally awake? That was far too risky.
There was no time. I had no other choice. In
Managed to
any
learn
case,
something.
it was not
No.
completely without benefit to myself. Jiang Li's design is quite brilliant. She makes numerous innovations that I can learn from. Alas,
Design ng
if only
poison?
there wasn't a
Oh my
catch.
gosh.
So, how much longer do you think Baizhu's gonna nap for? They've been outside waiting for you the whole time while you were asleep.
All right.
Okay.
Surely he hasn't. There's no way he could have just... Who's talking behind our backs again?
Yan.
Baizhu! Changcheng!
Are you both okay?
Of course. There's no need to be concerned.
Large
I
amount
merely
of
had
life
to
force.
transfer
Wala.
a rather large amount of life force on this occasion.
Xiaoliang seemed fine yesterday.
I made an error
More
in my
than one
initial
ailment.
diagnosis. Jialiang is in fact suffering from more than
Anong
one
ginawa sa
ailment,
kanya ni Jiang Li? Ano ba
and
yan?
as a result, his life force depleted at a greater rate than I had anticipated.
What? You mean, even if you got all the poison out of him, he'd still be sick?
Yes. But more pertinently, The poison in Jialiang's system is there precisely
Underlying
because it is being
medical
used to
condition.
manage his underlying medical condition. Jialiang has a rare congenital heart condition, and ongoing treatment is essential to maintaining healthy functioning of his heart meridian. Left untreated, it puts the patient at risk of coughing up blood and fainting, and in the longer term, causes irreversible damage to the internal organs. Though it was created from god remains, this formula is not a poison in Jialiang's case. Rather, it's his medication.
Had he not taken it all these years, he likely would have died a long time ago.
Still,
Pero yun
using
nga
poison
eh.
to treat a
Delikado yung
disease is
gamot.
hardly a
Oh,
viable
no.
long-term solution. As time passed, and the poison accumulated in his system, it began to impact his cognition. Moreover, the longer he relied upon this medicine, the more resistant his body became to it. Jiang Li had to concoct ever greater quantities to ensure its continued
Ano
efficacy,
nangyayari kay
or he could have
Jialiang?
still perished at any moment.
That explains why Ayu said his dad has been getting worse, and why his mom went off to gather herbs.
God remains are extremely dangerous to be around,
Yeah.
because humans have no natural defense against them.
Let's
I
find
shudder to think
Jiang
how
Li. We
many
need to find
times
Jiang
Jiang
Li.
Li has exposed herself to them. I fear that the situation is just as that Adeptus described. In an effort to save Jialiang's life, Jiang Li has abandoned all regard for her own safety.
Yun nga. Parehas lang silang matitegi. Ano ba yan? Delikado. Oo nga eh. It's supposed to be medicine, but it's poison. So it's also poison.
I
Hello.
never suspected that even Jiang Li would turn to the same path as so many others over the years. To sacrifice one's own life to save
Go
others.
beyond human means.
To go beyond human means in order to do the impossible. Whatever the cost may be.
Well, I think that it's too early to say with any certainty what fate has in mind. In any case, I have stabilized Jialiang's condition for now, so our immediate priority should be to get ourselves back to Qingsa village and find out where Jiang Li is. Her regular exposure to god remains over such a long period will have been catastrophic for her health.
Yeah, we need to find Jialiang.
And given that she's already been missing for several days,
Oh
I
no.
am fearing the worst.
Who's that? Oh no, narinig tayo ni Jialiang.
It's me, Traveler, Dr. Baizhu.
It's Jialiang! Don't tell Paimon you overheard everything already.
Dr. Baizhu, please let me come with you. You've already done so much for my family. After all, if it wasn't for me, she wouldn't have had to put herself in harm's way in the first place. I'm sure I'll be able to remember. I know there's a spot where she says goodbye to me every time she goes to gather her herbs. I'm sure I'll remember.
Be careful.
Oh no.
If you get too agitated, your blood pressure and stress levels will rise, putting further pressure on your heart.
No! We're out of time! We have
Oh,
to
relax
go
ka
now.
lang. We'll take care of
Right
this,
now.
Jialiang.
Before I forget everything again.
This trip will be extremely dangerous, and there is a very real possibility that you will not return from it.
Ano na si
I never
Ayu?
expected to live this long in the first place.
Oh no.
My death is already long overdue. So why should I fear it? There's only one thing I fear now, and that's that I'll forget her again before we manage
Oh,
to
ayan na si
find her.
Buta. Oh my gosh.
Very well. Then follow me.
Susundan tayo ni Hutao. Gosh. Ichi!
Dr. Baizhu? Are you
So then you're
heading out
hurting
again?
here on your shoulder. Hurting mom.
Yes, this could be a long one. Could you please prepare a dose of the usual formula? Please add an extra measure of mistgrass pollen and 1 dose each of the ingredients from the 3rd and 5th compartments of my medicine cabinet. I hope it works.
Dr.
Madali yan.
Baizhu?
Hop to it now. And remember to be careful with the cauldron this time. You don't want to burn yourself again.
Okay.
Return to the west of Chingsa village. Is Hutong still here? She's not here anymore.
Everyone, please be careful.
Ano yun, baby? Hutong, is Hutong here? Careful, anak, ha? Oh, tayo maakyat dyan. Oh, Hutong's not here anymore. Check natin si Hutong sa Wang Shop. Maybe she's at Wang Shop. Preparing. Mukhang susundan niya tayo eh. Uy, sina ano oh? Si Kama tsaka si Sumida galing sa ano? Sa Sumero. Galing sa Inazuma. Ay, wala si Hutong dito. Hey! No Hutong over there. Go. Let's see. Okay.
That strange feeling is back. It's just like the day I went missing. It's as if something inside me is trying to guide me somewhere.
The Motherlode's influence is growing stronger. But is it because we're getting closer to the source? Or because the leakage of Che blood is growing more severe? Jialiang, can you sense which direction the source is in?
I think it's this way.
Okay, let's go.
Yes, I'm sure of it.
Go, Jialia. Di ba tayo tutulungan ni Xiao?
I feel a dull ache in my heart.
Xiao, nasan ka? Help
This
us.
must be the way.
Okay, let's go, let's go. Sundan na natin si Jialia.
This place feels familiar.
Ayun na, may dungeon na.
I think I've been here before.
There is an inauspicious presence here. Even I can sense it.
I think I remember this place.
Jialiang!
Oh no.
Are you okay? Maybe you should rest here while we continue the search.
No, I have to keep going. Jiangli
Ah,
is still
ayun si
waiting
Xiao.
for me.
Wait! Ano siya? Ayun siya. Wait! Sabi ko na, Mikey, ano eh. Dumadami na yung ganitong mga quests ng ng Genshin na may uma-appear na ibang characters. Wait, nasan si siya? Tama ka sa amin doon. Tulungan mo kami. Hello. Hi.
From the looks of it, you've already tracked down the location of the source?
We
Really?
made some progress.
That's good to hear.
Have you been standing guard here this entire time?
I cannot simply look the other way when evil spirits are involved. In any case, the evil presence here is growing stronger.
The evil presence is growing
sense
stronger.
it.
Mama ka
Whatever
na
you're
sa
planning to
amin.
do, make it quick. If you leave it too long, and I am compelled to intervene, things may not turn out the way you wish.
So, I guess, mas brutal ang gagawin niya kapag hindi natin natapos kaagad. Okay. Nakagulat naman si Xiao, parang kabote. Biglang lumalabas. Okay, let's go. Entanglement of Past Dreams. Gosh. Recommended elements, Dendro and Geo. Kailangan ng Geo. So, I guess let's use Dongyi.
Sure.
Oops! Demo character.
This place gives Paimon the creeps. The digging marks here appear amateur.
Digging marks.
And rather
Okay.
old. I suspect it is a thieves' tunnel.
A thieves' tunnel? Paimon has heard rumors about treasure around these parts before.
Judging by the tools they left behind, it's certainly a possibility. But why did they abandon this place without even stopping to pack up their tools?
I
Took me
remember
here
now.
Found a way to save
She
me
took
in
me
this
here
cave.
once and told me that she'd found a way to save me in this cave. But she said that the method would cause me to...
Cause you to what?
Curses! Why can't I remember what she said?
Easy, Jialiang. Come on, let's keep going.
Hey. Yes, anong gamit niya? Malamang noblesse to. Naka-noblesse na. Pag ano talaga yun, oh. Pag yung...
Our bond is
Ay.
strong.
Stabilize.
Pag talaga yung mga story quest, ano eh.
The doctor will see you now.
Stand with me. Propagate.
Ay! Kami naman. Okay.
Whoa.
Yan na. Oh my gosh.
There's a sensor here. Those treasure hoarders sure made themselves at home.
The burn marks on the inside are still fresh. I don't think this was left here by the treasure hoarder.
I believe this sensor was used to burn a
Monster-repelling
monster-repelling incense.
A monster repelling incense?
The incense was burned several days ago.
Naubos na.
If I had to guess, the monsters we fought just now were enticed here by some entity deeper inside the cave. No doubt an encounter with the very same entity was what prompted the treasure hoarders to flee and abandon their designs on this cave. After them, Jiang Li was the next person to discover this place and what lies inside. But to her, it presented an opportunity to save Jia Liang's life, albeit as a last resort.
How do you know?
That's right. This sensor, it belongs to Jiang Li.
It belongs to Jiang Li.
Yes, this was the place. This is where I told Jiang Li to give me the poison.
Jialiang!
I'm fine. Let's keep going. I can feel it.
Right below us. Oh my gosh.
She is right below us.
Laging noblesse pag sa trial ng game story. Siguro ano, pag nag-cast ng burst yung trial character, feeling mo malakas ka. Kasi di ba may ano,
Solidify.
may burst, ano yun, di ba, ilan ba? 12% ba? 20% for 12 seconds. Dito. Para feeling mo malakas.
Gather.
Natin yun. Baka may mangyari sa atin. Okay. Pag ganyan ba? Teka lang ah.
Mind the side effects.
Ah! Kahit walang tinamaan na kalaban, mag-heal siya. Alam mo treasure chip.
We're getting close.
Ay, we're getting close ba?
We're almost there. It's right up ahead. The place where we made a pact together to...
Made a pact together to what? Ooh. Activate. Is it a bridge? Uh-huh.
Aha! We can keep going now.
From the looks of it, the energy released by this mechanism
Clear.
can not only clear barriers, but also be conducted by corresponding mechanisms. Perhaps it's something we can make use of.
Oh, that. What are these?
Solidify.
What are these purple stuff? Yan. Dendro? Nalalagyan ba ng dendro? Ay. Ay. Push. Ah, bubuksan natin. Pwede natin buksan yung mga pinto. Ay, hindi. Oh, pwede ba yan? Treasure chest ba dito? Ay, meron na. Nice. Wala. Push. Ay. Dito. Nice go. Ay, paakyat na yata ito doon. Ay. Push. Activate na. Oh. Push me. Nalaktawan ko yung chest. Anong chest yun? Yung nandito sa kabila? Kuha na natin. Eto, lalabanan lang natin doon.
Stabilize.
Our bond is strong. Ha! Germinate!
This way, Perlula.
Gather.
Everyone hold hands. The doctor will see you now.
Yung dami naman. Good. Okay. Okay, thanks for the 2 primogems. Ooh, hey. Yung kabila. This other one. Ay, okay. Ah! Kailangan maano natin to. Oh. Right. Go there. yung kanina, di ba? Yan. Ay, ano ba? Bakit hindi natin siya pwedeng i-activate? Ah! Activate. Kasi i-activate niya to. Yun. On. Okay. Wala nang iba doon, no? Ito lang siya. Yeah. Let's eat pansit. Right, let's go back.
Stabilize.
Ano mangyari sa atin dito? Ayan, oh my gosh. Nasasamang espiritu. Kaya ito magpapatingin tayo. Ay, bawal umakyat doon. Magpapadihulog talaga tayo. Ayan na, ayan na. Jialiang. Kill. Mama-poison tayo niyang mga ano na yan. Ay, ay! Yan, GLB shop. GLB shop.
Jiangli!
One to whom the cheese loaf some blood will.
There's a monster next to her!
The god remains must have lured them here. Watch my back.
I will have order.
Seems like an emergency. Mind the side effects.
Okay.
Dr. Baizhu, how serious is it? Is she...
I can still
Kawawa
feel
naman
a
siya.
pulse, but her condition is quite grave. The god remains here are encroaching on her cognition,
Oh no, wala,
much as
grabe
the
naman
poison
yan.
in your system did to you. If we don't eliminate it soon, then even if we save her life, I fear that she may never wake up again.
Oh no!
What are we waiting for? Let's destroy the remains right away! It's not as simple as that. Don't you remember what Baizhu said? The poison within Jialiang's body is inextricably linked to the god remains here. If
Oh
the
no,
source
so if
is
the source...
purged, the poison in his system will stop having any effect. And the poison within Jialiang's body is keeping his heart condition under control.
Oh, damn.
So, if it stops working... Oh no. Are you saying...
Indeed. If the god remains here are purged, then your life will come to an end.
I wondered when this day might come.
Wait! But we've all been working our butts off to save
Tama
Jialiang's
si
life!
Paimon, we can just give up. Hello to
Just
F2P
give up on
Ronnie,
him.
kamusta?
Baizhu, you're a great doctor. Surely you gotta know of some other way we can save him, right?
You could continue to take the poison, which would buy you some time. As for Jiangli, maybe if we put our heads together, we can think of something?
Oh
It
no.
appears to me that she was striving to concoct your medicine for you, right up until the moment when she lost consciousness. Maybe it's her
Oh.
greatest wish that you will continue to take it and live.
Dr. Baizhu, give it to me straight. How long does Jiangli have?
The god remains have reached her internal organs. Under
Less than
ordinary
3 days, hala.
circumstances, I would give her less than 3 days. But if I
You
were to
can't be
treat her
thinking about
using
that
a
again.
secret art,
But what would be the point of that, Dr. Baizhu? I'm all too
You are
aware
not
of the
the first to
dangers of
mention it.
god remains. You were not the first to mention it to me. If I continue to sustain my own life using this wretched substance, not only would Jiang Li have to keep risking her life to make my medicine for me,
so what will you
I would
do?
have to live with the looming threat of these remains breaking out and wreaking havoc not just upon me, but my entire family. I know for a fact that I should have died over a decade ago. The fact that I've been around to see Ayu grow up is already a great blessing from Rex Lapis. If my choice can bring Jiang Li back, then even if I die...
Jialiang.
After cheating death for so long, it seems I've grown somewhat addicted to life. Traveler, Dr. Baizhu, could I have another minute with my wife? I just want to have one final moment together. Just a moment. That's all.
Of course.
Thank you, everyone. And I'm sorry that I won't be able to repay your kindness in this life.
Malulungkot si Ayu.
Jialiang. Baizhu, Changsheng. Is there really nothing else you can do?
I am sure that over the years, Jiang Li will have tried all the conventional methods known to humankind. As for less conventional methods, I have little expertise besides Changsheng's secret art.
Mortals
Siyempre,
are
di naman
fated to
natin
grow
pwedeng
old and pass
gamitin
on
yung
when
kay
their natural
Changsheng.
lifespan runs out. If it were so easy to combat the natural processes of aging and death, Jiang Li would not have had to resort to unnatural methods. What a crazy situation! Jiang Li risked it all to save Jialiang's life, and now Jialiang has to sacrifice himself to save Jiang Li.
All we can do right
What's
now
the point of it all?
is honor Jialiang's decision and bear witness.
I've seen many final farewells in my time, but I can never get used to it.
In the human realm, all things must come to an end. Is it not a fitting end to die for a worthy cause? At least, that's what generations of masters before you have always believed.
The path they chose was indeed a heroic one. But when I think of those who would willingly sacrifice themselves for others, I cannot help but think that theirs are the lives least deserving of death.
When all this began, we agreed that once Ayu was old enough
It
to
would
help
be
you
time
gather
for me to
herbs,
go.
it
Oh
would be time for
no.
me to go. If you could only see him now. He took me all the way to Liyue Harbor to see the doctor. And he even got the Adventurers Guild to search for you. So, I know that you'll both be okay without me. I've said my goodbyes. My time has come.
Oh no.
Do what you must.
As you wish.
Oh no. Ayan na, ayan na.
It will eat away at both your cognition and your memories. In the end, you'll become little more than a shadow of your true self.
I'll take it. At the very least, it will allow me to stay with you and watch Ayu grow up.
Mom, something's really wrong with Dad.
Don't fret, Ayu. I will gather some medicinal herbs right away. I promise you, nothing will happen to our family.
Why would these memories
Ala,
come to
nagigising na ang
mind
kanyang asawa.
now? The longer we live, the tighter we cling to what we have.
Oh no.
Oh, how I would love to hear your voice one last time.
Oh no, na-witness pa siya tuloy ni Jiang Li. Oh.
Jialiang. 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 Jialiang.
Dad, are you awake?
Jiangli.
He survived?
Are you?
Is this a dream? Oh wait, ang dami niyang talisman sa katawan. Oh my god.
Didn't I... Huh? What are these?
How does it feel to come back to life?
Do you feel strange or different in any way?
Hoy, ano ginawa ni
If so,
Baizhu?
could you describe
Oh my
it to me
gosh.
in detail?
Dr. Baizhu, I thought that I was going to...
Die? You did indeed. As things stand now, you're more akin to a zombie than a human.
I'm a zombie?
That's right. Before we set off, I asked Chi-Chi to prepare an elixir of immortality. With its
Yeah,
help,
parang
you have
ganyan
been
nga yung nakalagay
suspended
sa
in
ano
the
ni
space
Chi-Chi,
between
di
life and
ba?
death. Of course, this is but a crude imitation of an Adeptus art. I don't expect it to extend your life indefinitely. Whether it will keep you alive for a few days, a few months, or a few years, I'm as interested as you to find out. But, however long you have left, I believe it should be more than sufficient time for you to say your final goodbyes before departing the world in peace. I hope that Director Hu finds this arrangement to be a satisfactory one.
Ayun, ito yung na-mention ko na din before. This is why, hinahabol, di ba, ni Hu Tao si Chi-Chi because, trabaho ni Hu Tao na ihatid ang mga spirits, ang mga namatay na tao sa afterlife. And si Chi-Chi, hindi niya mahatid. So, parang anomaly or maybe Hu Tao thinks na she's not doing her job pag ganun yung, di ba? Pag ganun yung situation na between life and death yung tao. Where, sa kanya kasi, dapat mahatid niya yung spirit to the afterlife. So, hindi siya totally sinister yung goal niya kay Chi-Chi. Ano lang siya, unnatural kasi for Hu Tao, di ba? Because she deals with that life and death. So, unnatural sa kanya yung mga immortal, mga nabubuhay ulit, gano'n. Hindi daw mahatid ni Chi-Chi, ni Hu Tao kasi lumalabas pa sa 50-50.
An elixir of immortality? How'd you cook that up? Ugh. Leave it to you to work on something like that behind my back.
It's a work in progress that hardly lives up to its name, and it would have had no effect were it not for Jialiang's iron will. In the end, I am merely a doctor. I understand very little of the great principles governing life and death and the perpetual cycle of yin and yang. All I know is that if I'm presented with a life that deserves to be saved, I will do everything in my power to save them. And even this would have counted for nothing without Director Hu's assistance. After all, did you not tell Jia Liang to show us the way before we set off for Qingce village?
Oops. And I'm busted.
Without Director Hu nudging things in the right direction, we may not have found Jiangli in time.
I knew.
No wonder he didn't mention the elixir back then. I thought he was being
I
frank and
love Hu
transparent
Tao.
with me for once.
Love Hu Tao.
But apparently not.
And Coco.
And Tita.
And Nahida.
Director Hu told me to
All
keep her
the
suggestion a
teachers.
secret. But it seems nothing escapes Dr. Baiju's attention.
Never underestimate a
Who's Chang-
serpent's sense
Okay.
of smell.
Si Changshu.
Which one? Tuition?
All I wanted was
The
to help
snake.
Jia Liang find his
Eh,
missing
the
wife as soon as
white one?
possible,
And
so
then
that
the
he could be on
shower?
his way to the
Yeah.
afterlife without any unfulfilled wishes,
Where
making
is
the journey
the
more
snake?
difficult than it
Ayun,
needs
no,
to be.
nakatali sa neck ni... Masasakal siya.
I like the kid and the mommy.
Leave it to Boo Boo Pharmacy to snatch the perfect opportunity right out of my hands at the last hurdle. Never mind.
Yeah.
I'll just have to put it down in the books as a deferred
Is
consideration.
that for when he...
Deferred consideration.
One Chi-Chi was enough
Ala!
of a conundrum. The last thing I need's another one. If I'd known this was coming,
Oh,
I'd
nagtatago si
have whisked
Chi-Chi.
him off to the Wangsheng
He's so
funeral parlor the moment
scared.
I found him.
You stay away from my dad. When I grow up, I'm gonna become an even better doctor than Mom and Baizhu, and cure Dad for good!
Oh, is that right? Well, you wouldn't be the first person who's tried to put Wangsheng Funeral Parlor out of business. If you're serious about it, you'll have your work cut out for you. Traveler, Paimon, I'll catch you all another time.
Is she finally gone?
All's well that ends well. If you ask Paimon, we should probably do something to celebrate the
Paimon's
hard-earned
idea of a
family
celebration
reunion.
can only mean one thing.
At times like this, a grand celebratory feast is in order.
Oo naman si
It feels
Chichi.
like it was a whole lifetime ago when I last talked with Zhongli and Ayu around the dinner table.
This was a hard-won meal.
Yay! Paimon can't wait! Alright, first things first, off to the market for some fresh ingredients. Let's go!
Oh, wait up! I'll come too!
Baizhu, thank you so much for everything you've done for us.
Don't mention it, Jiangli. I was just doing my duty.
Just your duty, huh? Baizhu, Changsheng, would you mind if we took this conversation outside?
Ano kayong pinapay ni Zhongli kay Hutaw? Mukhang malulugi.
Now that you are part zombie, there are some rules that you need to know.
Yes, ma'am. I'm listening.
First, don't forget to stretch your body regularly. Second, don't forget to...
Yes? Go on.
Oh no, nakalimutan na
Don't
ni
forget
Chichi.
to...
I forgot.
Madami din siyang talisman, no? Meron siya sa hat, sa likod, sa legs. Ano pa kaya yung talisman? Anyways. Go outside. Prayo ng isang zombie para di tumigas ang katawan mag-exercise. Follow Jiang Yi.
A bitter pill to swallow.
The doctor will see you now.
Ay, ang galing nagsasalita din si Changsheng sa niya. Pag nagsiskill si Baizhu. Ay, maglalakad-lakad tayo.
Time flies. It's been so long since we bade each other farewell in Shenyu Vale. Changsheng, you're the same as ever. You haven't changed one bit.
You, on the other hand, have changed a lot.
You're right. My younger self would have never imagined that things would one day turn out this way. Or that you'd turn out this way, Baizhu.
Oh. Natapilok pa si Baizhu.
I've taken a look at your elixir of immortality. It's not altogether dissimilar from the poison I concocted in terms of the way it functions.
I have to say, Jiangli, it was a stroke of genius to use poison to maintain life. I hope you're not too upset at me for copying your methods.
No, not at all. With your intellect, even if you'd never seen my poison, I believe you would have eventually arrived at the same approach. But I'm still impressed by how quickly you managed to gain such a thorough understanding of it. Not just that, you even managed to improve upon the original formula. Baizhu, be honest with me. Did you try out some of the poison on yourself?
Oh.
Told you the truth would surface sooner or later.
Life force isn't the only thing that Changsheng's contract lets you transfer between bodies, is it?
Nothing gets past you, Jiangli. You are correct. Besides life force, Changsheng's secret art also allows for the transfer of toxins and diseases. When I treated Jiao for the second time, I transferred some of the poison from his body into my own. Not only did this allow me to alleviate the burden on him, but it also gave me an opportunity to study its properties. There is no need to worry about any long-term consequences to my health, however. Now that the source has been destroyed, any remaining poison in me will have already dissipated.
But you took such a huge risk.
Yeah.
If we hadn't destroyed the god's remains back there, then even you might have... What am I saying? I'm in no position to criticize you for this. The reason I left our master and went into hiding all those years ago was that he was getting old. And I didn't want him using up any more of his own life force to treat my husband. But in the end, how were my methods any different? I risked one life to save another. And then you tried the poison on yourself too. It looks like both of us have ended up going the same way as our master before us. Are all disciples of Chenyu Vale destined to turn out this way? To live a short life, having given away our own for the sake of others? To fight relentlessly against the natural course of life and death, whatever the cost? Maybe our fate is sealed the moment we decide to study medicine.
We are doctors, Jiangli. We ought never say that anyone's fate is sealed.
Baizhu, I can tell that, over the years, you've used the contract with Changshang to transfer many diseases and toxins to yourself. There are so many that, some of them, I don't even recognize. Can you still stop before it's too late?
I think you know the answer, Jiangli. Every one of us from Chenyu Vale believes in the same thing.
Hey, food's ready! Mom, come and join us. The Traveler taught me a load of new recipes, and said even Dad'll be able to taste them.
Yes, darling. Mom will be there in just a second. Hey, slow down. Baizhu, I know I won't be able to convince you, but please don't forget that if one day you're not around anymore.
Hindi natural yung sakit ni Baizhu. It happened to him kasi he's absorbing some of the diseases and toxins from his patient.
Chi-Chi, Gui, and all the friends who have grown fond of you, they will all miss you dearly.
There's no need to worry, Jiangli. I know what I'm doing.
I can only hope so.
Baizhu, what did Jiangli mean by not around anymore?
What did she mean?
Every single mortal I've ever contracted with, including Baizhu and Jiangli's master, has passed away at a young age. Wait, that doesn't make any sense. You said that the contract with you helps people live longer.
It is a very long story.
Long ago, when plagues ravaged the land, one doctor made a pledge to rid the world of pain and suffering. But even the most ingenious mortal medicine could not stay the tide of disease. And after working tirelessly for many years, even his dearest loved ones fell sick and bade their final farewell. Legends told of an herb lord in Chenyu Vale who could cure any illness known to mankind. The doctor sought the herb lord, but found only a white snake, its breathing weak and its power all but spent.
Sign this contract and let our lives be joined. Then I will impart to you the secret art of healing. But be warned, this art will harm your own health.
With means beyond human ken, the doctor could now reverse the process of death. And yet, the time still came to say goodbye. Only now, the one departing was the doctor, his life force spent.
Oh no.
His final act in life was to pass on the contract to his final patient. his favorite disciple. The disciple chose to dedicate their life to saving the lives of others. And generation upon generation
Pinagpapasapasahan lang yung
followed in these
contract
footsteps.
until makarating kay Baizhu.
Since I inherited this contract, I've always respected the path taken by my predecessors.
Ito ba yung master
and
ni
followed
ano?
it myself unquestioningly.
Master ni
That is
Baizhu?
until I tried to use the art to save my own disciples, beloved.
Ayun
She
nga.
begged me not to use up my own life force. She said that this art is a poisoned chalice, an evil and unnatural practice. She did not wish to sacrifice one life for the sake of another, when both were lives she treasured. Only then did it occur to me. Did I not suffer when my master passed away, just as patients' families do at their loved one's deathbed? Are not the lives cut short by this contract just as worthy of saving as any patients? What is this contract to us? Medicine or poison? Alas, I no longer have enough time left to find the answer. I entrust to your care both Changsheng and this final question. May you find a remedy for this conundrum, which has ailed us so.
Time and again, no matter how much I try to warn them or balance their chi, I can never save them. And you? What's your answer?
If I abandoned the contract and left you without a host, what would happen?
I suppose I'd spend my final moments taking a nice nap on Mount Yaojun. Then I'd be reunited with my old friends and your predecessors.
Then it's decided. If there's a life in front of me that deserves to be saved, why shouldn't I do everything within my power to save it?
Once again, it's the same answer. So be it. Close your eyes. Who knows how many more people will take on this contract?
None. This contract will end with me.
Yun, nagpalit sila ni Changsheng ng eyes.
Contract has strict requirements on the host's natural temperament. All my hosts have been most pure of heart.
They exchanged because they have a contract.
But when one with an altruistic nature gains access to this art, they are more seduced than the average person by the miracle of overturning the laws of life and death. Though they know better than anyone else the fate that awaits them, when faced with the sorrows of humanity and the pain of losing their nearest and dearest, they cannot help but reach beyond human means. They are like moths that throw themselves into the flame, seeking a glimmer of hope in a dark world filled with pain and suffering.
So, Baizhu, does that mean...
I suppose that would make me a moth that yearns for the light, but doesn't want to be burned to a crisp. Changsheng's art can transfer pain and suffering between people, but it cannot reduce the total amount of pain in the world. It's just like we witnessed. Either Jia Liang feared for Jiang Li's life, or Jiang Li grieved over Jia Liang's sacrifice. I have nothing but the utmost respect for my predecessors, who sacrificed their lives for their principles. But I do not wish to join their ranks. Nor do I wish to pass on this contract to anyone else in the future.
Hello to KG Su.
Huh? But didn't you already transfer a ton of diseases onto yourself?
What makes a poison poison? And what makes a disease a disease? When it comes down to it, are not both mechanisms that affect the operations of the human body? If disease is defined as deviation from normal functioning, then who knows? Perhaps the true elixir of immortality could in fact be a kind of poison. Many may view the notion of searching for immortality in poisons and illnesses as a flagrant violation of the natural order. But to me, it is no different from the way our ancestors tested the medicinal qualities of herbs by sampling each and every one. I don't want those who come after me to lose their lives to this contract. Nor do I wish for Chengsheng to perish from losing her host. This leaves only one solution, doesn't it?
Yun ang kanyang goal. Ayaw niya na may sumunod pa sa kanya to take on the contract. But at the same time, he doesn't want Changsheng to die.
Precisely. I will be Changsheng's final host, and the tradition of passing down the contract will end with me.
Even the gods of old struggle to achieve true immortality. First you want to save others, then you want to save yourself. Now you even want to save me. You're getting greedy, Baizhu.
But isn't wanting to have it all what makes us human? For a selfish moth like me, who's afraid of the flame yet yearns for the light, the only path forward is up towards the moon.
For once, Paimon just does not know what to say.
Dr. Baizhu, Traveler, what are you still chatting about? The food's about to get cold.
We also have coconut milk for Changsheng and Paimon.
Okay, fine. Let's go grab some food.
Coconut
Paimon
milk.
has a bunch of burning questions, but they can wait till after we've eaten.
Oh, Paimon.
I do envy Paimon sometimes. Eating her fill is enough to satisfy her body and mind.
True. And yet, although we call them simple pleasures, are such things as these not precisely why we mortals cling desperately to the life we have?
Nice. So now we finally understand why Baizhu wants to live forever. So I guess wala na sila dito. Can we still enter? Ah, pwede pa. But Baizhu is not here. Wait lang, balik tayo dun sa gilid ng ano. Ah, it's still there. Hindi na ba ito mawawala? When we, it will stay here forever. Bahay ni na ni na Ayu. Forever and ever na siya dito. Kasi nandun na yung icon niya sa mapa eh. That's nice. I mean, dati medyo suspicious din yung ko kay... Medyo suspicious din ako kay kay Baizhu. But now we know na selfish reasons ang kanyang We're going to Natlan. Mom told me that there could be herbs there that aren't in any medicine books.
Yeah.
After.
Sing my song. Sing it. Let's sing it together.
You see a crudely man, woman, and their son. They've been to Natlan? Wait, what? They were going to Natlan? Andito pa yung foods. Mga ingredients ng potion, ayan. Or ng poison, I guess. That's enough. Awi. Oh, nga meron. They don't, opo, ouchie ang sing. Pansol ba yung bakasyon, bakasyonan? Daming Zaitun Peach. Iba Fontaine pa muna, di 2025 pa yung nata. Oo nga eh. Tapos biglang masusurprise tayo. Surprise, hindi Natlan. Ay, surprise, hindi Fontaine. Magnanatlan muna pala tayo. At least naliwanagan na tayo. Dati talaga medyo may ano ko dyan kay Baizhu eh. May tamang hinala. Pero hindi pala. But either way, ganun pa din, yung goal pa din niya is immortality pa din. Kaya palagi siyang hindi na talaga sila magkakasundo ni Hutaw.
Okay.
This realm is truly beginning to thrive.
Yes, it's
so cute. I like it. It's so cute.
Abby is so cute. Okay,
Abby is cute. I like it.
If you ever have any questions about the realm within,
listen to you.
Abby is so
It's so fun. I want to stop.
Yeah. So, anyways, thank you guys for joining me tonight. That's it for tonight. Tomorrow, hindi tayo silent stream. We will be having a watch party for the version 3.7 special program. So, if you have the time over the weekend to join me for the stream, I hope to see you there. Tingnan natin kung anong balita na sa sa Fontaine or sa Natlan or kung saan man. So, ayan. Join me tomorrow. For now though, I'm going to say goodbye and good night. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye. You say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.